There's been a bunch of protests across the United States trying to stop people going about their normal lives as a way of making a point about how people in Palestine, Gaza in specifics, do not have a normal life because of Israel's response to what Hamas did on October the 7th. Now, these protests were wild, they were loud, but they were also full of people who, despite the fact that they claim that it's all about Palestine, really, they were just finding ways to hate the country that they were protesting in, and that's America.
It's really amazing. And I have to be honest, they look like complete morons. Whenever you get anywhere near them with a microphone, you're like, oh God, wish I hadn't come over here. I'm sure the reporters are thinking that because they want to make these people look amazing. And they wound up making themselves look like complete idiots. So, yeah, in several cities across the United States, these pro-Palestinian protesters took to the streets, blocked major bridges by chaining themselves to full barrels full of cement. Stopped people from getting to the airport. It's like, you know what? Unlike you, some of us have jobs. Some of us actually have a productive life and things that we have to get to, important meetings. We're the heart of innovation here in America. We actually need to do that rather than sit around and bitch and moan about our non-problems like you. These people have no problems. And by the way, they probably can't find Israel or Palestine on a map. So whatever. Now they've decided to bring us all into their drama. And more in Dearborn, Michigan, in New York City, steps away from the World Trade Center. We've got these people in the keffiyeh scarves with the full head wrap because nobody wants to show their face when they're saying this nonsense, chanting death to America. Burn it, burn it. How dare they? Steps from where thousands of their fellow New Yorkers died 20 years ago. It's an absolute disgrace. And they don't know anything about anything, Paul. You know, like they're mad right now at Israel because it got attacked by Iran. Like, you realize it was on the receiving end of this attack, right? You know, like, okay, yes, it took out a couple of Iran's military leaders. That's allowed. It wasn't at a consulate. And by the way, we recognize this group that was targeted as a terrorist group. We don't really care where they are. If we can get our hands on them, we'd kill them too if we were America, like we would have with bin Laden. In any event, they don't understand. So they're out there. That's what led them to go out there, that Israel got bombed again and is saying, yeah, we're probably going to do something about that. The TikTokification of news and messaging to our young people has been severely damaging because 9 times out of 10, it is young people out there spewing a bunch of nonsense. And if you see them underneath all their layers, because, you know, you can see a little bit, invariably it's Hispanics, it's some black voters, it's, you know, people who consider themselves brown or black, who are on the left side of the aisle, who have bought into this oppression narrative that the rest of the world is largely pro-Israel because they're white, which, you know, a lot of Israelis would take issue with anyway. But it's absurd. And we're seeing it now live on our streets. We're seeing the praise of the bin Laden letter explaining why he attacked America. You know what? Ike Turner punched Tina Turner because she wasn't singing the song right. Okay? That's what you sound like when you tell us, read the bin Laden letter. There's a lot of good explanations in there. But they're repeating it at Wall Street and as a justification for their behavior, for what's happening in Palestine, for why America and Israel are the evil ones. And it's a serious, pernicious problem that I don't see going away anytime soon.